are back. Cocktails and Intellect podcast is in the motherfucking building. Gemini Hookah Lounge. You already know what time it is. I'm your boy, YoungC.a.u.s.e, the man at the letter. Hey, but to shake his hand anyway, and I have my beautiful host with me over here.
Kentra. Hey.
Hey. What's going down? What's going down? And of course, we've got the beautiful Paris Ice Bar in the building, making these bomb-ass drinks on the show for the rest of the goddamn season. She's going to end up hating me after a while. I can guarantee it.
Let's not say that.
All right, then fine. We won't say that. But, yeah, we here. You know what I mean? Paris, what we drinking on today?
We have watermelon coolers.
I can't wait.
Watermelon coolers.
Watermelon coolers.
Yeah,
let's
go ahead and get that started,
let's fix
I
them
made
up.
myself one this time.
Nice.
Yeah, it's about
Nice.
that time.
Okay, that's what it is. But yeah, and we have a special guest on the show today. Please inform the people of who you are, where they can find you.
Okay, I am Ra Gemini on Instagram, RA_GEMINEYE. And yes, we are here live at Gemini Lounge. It's only fitting. It's only right. The Gemini and the Gemini Lounge. You're going to get all this Gemini energy today.
All right, that's what it is. But hold on, wait. Where can they find you at on Instagram?
Ra Gemini.
It is Ra Gemini. Is there an underscore or anything?
Yeah, RA_GEMINEYE.
There we go. All right, so what it do? How you been?
It's been a ride.
Yeah. Y'all know that I actually was shooting a couple of my episodes at a location in which Ra owned. Do you still own that? Or you
We're
let it?
moving.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what I said. It's been a ride.
It was what was it called?
VO3 venue.
VO3 venue. Oh, drinks are coming. Oh, okay, hold on. That right there.
That's
It's definitely for Kentra.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay.
Ooh, cute.
All right. Look at that.
Look at this. Book Paris, y'all. Paris Ice Bar.
Here we go. Hold up. Y'all already know. Y'all already done seen the other episodes. I got to shut up while I'm doing this right here.
I'm going to try to get through these this topic real fast before this set in. I might not be able to talk soon.
Okay.
That's refreshing. It's like a summer drink.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I should call it end of the summer because
I don't know.
Ooh, this is delicious.
Yeah, man.
Thank
but
you.
yeah, so I was shooting the podcast a while back at Ra's venue, and it's so crazy. It's like all the while I was shooting over there, I never had you sit down. I tried to, but you were so busy. You're still busy. You know what I mean? Like, what's that like for you right now? What's going on with you?
So, apparently I've been coined a serial entrepreneur.
Love that. I love that.
All the serial entrepreneurs in the building.
Yeah. So, but I'm trying to, I cleared up a few things, a few ventures. What I realized, we were actually just talking about this, is that I like black business, and I like supporting people, and I like helping people. And so I've been pulled sometimes off of my own vision and my own desires and my own business goals by trying to invest over here and help over here and do this and do that. And so for this year and moving forward, I'm just focusing on what my true desires are. So I'm going to be investing more into real estate development, which has been a goal of mine for a long time.
Okay.
And had I not kept getting sidetracked, probably would have been done already. So I'm going to be getting back into real estate investing, real estate development. I still have my solar business, which I absolutely love. So if you're a homeowner and you really want to save some money and take advantage of tax credits, I can definitely help you with that. Solar I absolutely believe in it 100%. I still have the online furniture boutique as well. I'm still a realtor as well. So I work with who I want to work with real estate because it's a lot. But I am still a licensed real estate agent as well. So.
Okay, that's what it is. You got a lot of hats that you
Yeah, I
wearing.
got the venue going. So you'll see soon. We'll be making a big announcement. I'm not with the same partner before, so got some new energy.
Yeah, and you know what I realize in anything in life in general, like things that don't change. My saying is things that don't change die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In order to get to where you got to get to or want to get to in life, sometimes those changes have to happen. And sometimes it may hurt, it may be fucked up or, at the end of the day, it's just a better business decision.
Better business decision. You have to reflect and you have to know who you are and you have to know the energy that you choose to be around in business and personal and anything, even with partnerships. So, I'm a person that I believe anything is possible because I've seen anything
Oh
happen
my
in my
God.
life.
Yes,
So
yes.
because I've experienced wild things in my life, I know that so many things are possible. So I can't really network or do business with people who have limited vision
Exactly.
or limited, so it just becomes a conflict. So you just have to know who you are. You have to know who you want to be around, and then you manifest and you create that energy, and that's what you build on.
And speaking of energy, like your energy is so excellent. Like
Thank
you
Always been.
are,
Ever since I met her.
you're so
Facts.
beautiful, but
Thank
like
you,
your
thank you.
energy matches your beauty, and that's hard to find in a Gemini. No,
Oh,
Damn.
Oh, well, damn. Why gotta be like that?
burn. Hold up. Burn. Wait a minute. One thing we did not do, we didn't toast up real quick.
Oh,
so
yes,
salute to the Geminis in the
Yes,
building.
all of us.
At Gemini Hookah Lounge. You know?
no, but I love good people. Like it's really hard to not meet, but like it is kind of to meet like good, genuine people that you feel like are good people. And even just from our little conversation before, like you are good people.
Thank you.
So
Likewise.
yeah, so
But energy attracts.
Yes.
So like I have some of my closest friends are Geminis as well, like female Gemini. We got like a little Gemini crew. But what I realized is that there are the same way that you just said that there may be people who can say the opposite about me.
You can fix it.
I know.
You
I
can
was
fix
gonna
it.
don't know how,
I know.
because
I
I
was
feel
gonna
like-
say,
Go ahead, untwist
so
that.
lift it
Yeah.
up some. Untwist
Yeah,
it.
help me.
Yeah, untwist it.
Okay.
Let me lift it up. All right, good. We're gonna put it right here. Now twist it back.
Okay.
Because I already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna drop.
Oh yeah.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
Right.
There
So
we go.
boom.
That's better. You can still hear me good. Perfect. Yes. Okay. But yeah, there's people who could say the opposite about me, and I'm okay with that.
Because everybody has their own opinion.
And then also everybody doesn't get to say me because
Yes.
there are people who are walking around and they will blame you for everything. They will blame her, she this, he this, they that. It's everybody else, but they don't spend the time to ask themselves who they are and why their lives are going that way. And so when I come across people, I know that I'm a person. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to speak my truth, and
Yes.
I'm going to give it to
Same.
you raw. And I say how I feel, and I'm genuine. And the person who's not genuine is not going to respect my genuineness.
I think it's a difference between female Geminis and male Geminis.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what she
absolutely.
said.
So they're
Yeah.
much stronger.
That's a
And
fact.
when you said, like, there's people that blame you for everything that's going on in their life, male Gemini, because I know for a life experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can hear the strongness and I can feel that. Yeah.
My ex is a Gemini as well. Love him to death, but it's different maturity levels. I had to grow into this person. Back in the day, y'all probably would not like me. It was so much energy because Geminis, we carry so much energy. You have to learn how to control it. And if you don't put the time, I had to put years into learning who I am,
Of course.
what I stand
Especially
for,
as a
what I
boss.
like, what I don't like. So I had to learn myself. And once I learned myself, now I can walk this strong path
Yes.
Yeah.
and be able to attract and control the energies and stuff. Like, so if a person say they don't like me, that's a problem that you have. You don't like yourself. You're having issue with you. 'Cause I'm over here just living my best life. And even sometimes when you get accused of being something that you're not, it's like, oh, you was already thinking that. So I'm gonna let you do that.
Yeah,
and
she
I'm
made
good.
that. They made that.
That's something you gotta figure
And
out.
a lot of
'Cause I'ma keep
times
going.
it's that reverse psychology. So they're describing
Project.
their self,
Exactly.
to someone else
Yes.
about, and
And
it's really
project.
them.
Real quick, my homegirl, you were just saying that. I told her one time, this girl was saying something, and she was like, oh, not to be whatever.
You already there.
I said, well, if she already said that, then that's what,
You
exactly what
already
she
there.
did. She just told you that. So you got to be careful because people will tell you exactly what
Yeah.
they are,
Yeah.
and who they
Yeah.
are. But if you know
Yeah.
who you are and you stand on that, I promise you,
Yes.
don't focus on who everyone else is. Like, even when we were talking earlier, don't focus on what you want to do in business. Focus on just who you are. Spend all the time that you can learning who you are, learning what you love about yourself, what you love about life, and then you put your energy into manifesting, creating more
Yes.
opportunities and more moments that are
Yes.
surrounded around that.
Yes.
And whoever's meant to be there is going to come. Whatever
Yes.
business is supposed to be there is going to come.
Yes.
You don't have to do much.
Well, let me ask you this
Yeah.
because it kind of almost segues into what you had said that you were wanting to talk about. Like, when it comes down to the business side of thing, of course, there's friends involved, or you create friends and associates in this business. Like you were speaking about the fact that there's warring between friends in relationships. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how did that affect you? I mean, I'm sure you gained friends and lost some.
I never lost a friend.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've lost
Yeah.
opportunists.
Okay.
I've lost people who are insecure. I've realized in this walk that me and an insecure person will not have a long-term relationship.
And that's another thing you was talking about, insecure
Yeah,
friendships
insecure
and partnerships.
females, insecure males. I realize that if because I'm secure in who I am. So if I'm around somebody and they are insecure, they're going to always find a reason to dislike me, or always find a reason, or they're going to be thinking weird about things.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking like that.
Or nitpicking you, nitpicking like
Oh, so you
they
said it
think
like
your
this.
wrongs are, or like, you
Yes.
know what I mean? Like nitpicking stuff about you. Yes, those are unhappy people as well.
Exactly. And normally it's people who are already unhappy with their lives, and you're just somebody
Well,
that they can blame.
Kentra, you've been out here, I mean, how many years now?
2.5.
Just 2.5, right? Have you, I'm sure before you moved out here, you've probably experienced it, but as far as out here go, have you experienced the insecure friendships and relationships?
No,
and
because I'm not gonna be honest with you. Like I don't gravitate to a lot of people, and I don't call everybody my friend, and that's a mistake that a lot of people have. But everybody's not my friend.
Facts.
They might be friends of friends, but I only have like three
Three
friends.
friends,
I have
right,
3 friends
right.
out here. Like 3 people that I can call like my friends.
Yeah.
And the other people are like by association. So I don't. Everybody can't get my energy.
And I'm learning
sorry,
that,
like,
and I'm glad that you said that.
they
I'm
can't,
learning that more because I've always been, you know me, I'm very, especially in business, you kind of have to be a little bit more open and more, you know,
gotta be a people's
welcoming.
person.
Yeah, and so I do welcome, because my thing is, I believe that everyone's good. So I believe that you're good until you show me you're not. And so I welcome you in, and then now I'm realizing that even though I'm just a lover of love and I love people,
Yes.
I do have to try to be, and it's hard for me to even say it because it's so uncomfortable for me to say, like, oh no, I'm not gonna be cool with you for no reason. Like, but yes, I'm learning.
So
that.
yeah, like everybody can't. I mean, we can hang out. Yeah, that's cool. But you're not my friend. Like,
I feel you on that. I'm working on it.
what do you want?
He want this hookah. Wait.
You gonna hit it, I'm gonna hit it. I'm trying
How are you gonna get this?
Well, just pass it.
You have to swirl it. You have to turn it this way.
Forget y'all.
There we go.
I'm wondering, like, what's she doing?
She knew to smoke
I was like,
a
are
hookah,
you want me
y'all.
to?
But you should turn it a little bit so that
Kentra,
so
hit
that
that
it won't
hookah
fall.
now. Like, no, I wasn't trying to tell you to hit the hookah.
I'm like, does he want smoke in the background?
As if I wasn't bringing enough smoke.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Paris got all the smoke we need after this motherfucker, these drinks, man. Speaking of drinks, let me take a hit of this motherfucker right here.
Yes. While he's doing that, the energy on the planet, I don't know if you can relate, or you, but the energy this year has been a lot of chaotic energy.
Yes, ma'am.
There's been a lot of warring,
Yes, ma'am.
spiritually, and physically, mentally.
Yeah.
And I did feel the effects on that, but thank God I cut my piece. And I just say, like, I wanted, Pernell, shout out to Pernell Bush. He's a therapist here in Orlando. Hopefully he'll be coming on. I wanted to talk about mental health in our community because a lot of people cannot deal with that. I unfortunately had a chaotic childhood. So when chaos hits, I kind of know how to kind of buckle down and get ready for this ride and kind of like hone in within myself and make sure that I'm trying to keep a clear vision. But some people who have not had those experiences or had as much wild stuff happen to them in their life as me, they might get shook, a little bit easier. Even in a relationship, you might have somebody that loves you, and they will manipulate you, and they will get in your mind, and then you don't even realize that your spirit is slowly breaking down to the point where you may not even recognize yourself. You're not positive. You're not happy.
Trying to cater to that person
Right.
while he's manipulating.
Hold on, am I
Exactly.
tripping? Did this motherfucker just drop again?
Yeah.
Am I losing my mind? Hold on, watch it. Unloosen that for me.
Is that the right?
Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's put that
Okay.
right there. Right, now we're tightening back up.
We're gonna put it in her forehead.
Right,
It's
let's
gonna-
put it here. She's gonna talk through her third eye. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean.
Better know. I'll do it.
There we go.
Yeah,
Now,
that's perfect.
yeah. Boom.
There we go.
Talk to me,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Talk to me nice, yo.
For
All right,
sure.
bet.
In music, we were talking about music.
Yeah, for sure.
We saw a lot of beefs this year.
But
in
hold on, before we
music.
even jump into that,
Yeah.
I wanted to chime in on what you just said about just being able to kind of maneuver that whole dysfunctional type atmosphere. And you said something about this year, and you even chimed in on it too, Paris, about how this year has been
chaotic.
The energy's been crazy.
Very warring.
Crazy
like a lot
part
of warring
is
energy.
I felt like that last year. This year for me has been so. I've whatever I went through last year, I had a chance and opportunity to sit back this year, and I can attest it probably being because of my daughter. You know what I mean? This year has been the least chaotic when it comes down to associates and so-called friends and what have you. Because I've been around a circle of people for a while now, especially after starting this podcast. And those people, to me, aren't here. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even get a phone call like, yo, how you doing? You know what I mean? And to my knowledge, mind you, people can make up things about you in their own mind and put it out there in the streets and put it out there. But once you know that your energy is at peace, none of that shit can affect you.
Don't even affect you.
It was affecting me last year, but then I had to realize, like, yo, fuck those people, because those people, they don't know, they didn't take the time out to get to know the real me.
And they don't even get the acknowledgement, honestly. Like, it's not even worth, like,
talking to them.
Yeah, you said what? I don't even know what you're talking about, because I don't, the people, if people that, this is kind of, but like when people come back and tell, like, I don't have people that come back and tell me stuff, but when people come back and tell you that somebody said something about you or made up something, those people are like not your friends either. You know what I'm saying? Because they shouldn't even be bringing that to you. I feel like in a sense,
it's different for men.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you this one thing. If someone is actually talking shit about me and putting a bad name on me, especially as I want to know, and if you're a true friend, you're gonna come and tell me.
And I want you to defend me in their presence, and then
when I'm not around,
have a conversation so that I can go address it.
Now, my thing is, when you have that person you consider a friend not tell you something, but then you find out that that person knew about the situation and they didn't tell you, that's when it's like, oh, damn, you should have told me that. Because my whole thing is, I don't like to be around people that are talking shit about me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I look like a clown standing around those people.
Caught in that kind of,
right. Like, so even me, like recently, it was a situation. I was like, I was offending you, so I didn't go back and tell the girl what was said because it was petty.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna that's petty. I handled the situation by saying what I said and defending you, and that's all that needed to be.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But if I would have brought that situation back, it would have made the situation
even worse.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. But in another situation, if I have a friend and this person's around people and it's like, look, I'm that person. We need to talk. I'm gonna call both. Hey, I need you to go talk to her. I need you to go talk to him. We need to have a meeting. We need to go to lunch. We need to go do something. We need to talk.
I be wanting to do that, but then but see, the thing is also I chill around a lot of females, so it's almost like
you can't do that.
Right? Yeah, I chill around a lot of females, so on one hand I know how females are. It's real gossipy, and I don't want to be involved in that. It's real catty.
Some females, when I tell you, females that are out here focusing on their dreams, their goals, and things they trying to manifest.
They do not do that.
We don't have
time. Or the energy.
I don't have the time or the energy. Girl, I don't care what if it comes to my doorstep and it's in my ear, okay, I heard it. But I'm not going out seeking. I don't give a damn.
Look, let me tell you one thing, right?
I don't care.
I'm going to say one thing, and this is for my man Schmitty, yo. Love you to death, boy. I'm surprised you're not here at Gemini Hookah Lounge right now watching the game. But, so, this is a true friend to me. And he rolls around the same circle of people, or know the same circle of people I know. Something was being said about me, and he defended my honor. Right. I mean, like, nah, son, that ain't my dude. That ain't cause. Absolutely. Like, you wilding out. Like, shut that whole shit down. He never told me about it. Me and him politicking one day, and those people happened to be around, and he was like, yo, by the way, boom, boom, boom. And I said something, I respect that. You know what I mean? Because he didn't want to bring that back to me right away on some, like, fucking with my energy shit. When it happens, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? So that day, 4 months later, he was like, yo, by the way, this one time they were so, but now I know. You know what I mean? Like, all right, bet, and I'm glad you defended my honor. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Schmitty for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real talk. Hand claps for that nigga. Yeah. But that's the type of friends that you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also feel like when you have too many friends, shit like that happens. That's why you need to always have a small circle. Like, I don't know.
Let me tell you.
I just like energy.
Cause used to. First and foremost, because I went to high school out here, I had a lot of what I would have then considered friends. Yeah. You would see me roll around and go hard. We all went hard for each other, but this is our younger days, so it was a little different. Yeah. But I had about 20 people rolling around me on any given day.
Are there refills on this?
Wait,
I'm sorry.
Let me know when you're ready.
Right.
Yeah, this is great.
Right. But I find myself with literally probably about like people I can actually call friends on this one hand. I mean, everybody else, and it's nothing wrong with having associates that you fuck with. You know what I mean? But for like friends, this hand.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I guess as I got older, I'm 42 now, so it's like, all right, then what's the purpose of having, and another thing too, I'm not trying to make new friends. So when I say I'm not trying to make new friends, believe you me, if I bump into you, you bump into me, and we connect and we click, cool. Understand, we're associates, we're vibing, all of that other stuff. But people that I call my fucking friends, that's right here. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always gonna vibe with you and be cool, but it's gonna be hard for me to get at 42 to get to know someone and build a genuine friendship with somebody. Right. That's tough.
Well, for me, I'm open to like energies because every day, and maybe this is the Gemini thing, is a different day. So if I meet someone and I like their energy and I feel like we can build, girl, and we can build and we can have good conversation about real shit. And you believe in how I believe. Like, you don't have to believe just like me, but you just believe in having good, positive vibes, and you're not on bullshit. I can rock with you. Yeah. Like, I can rock with you until you show me that I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you ain't on that weird shit and bullshit, I can roll with whatever. And even me, I accept a lot of people for who they are. I can kind of shift a little bit. Like, if you're from New York, right?
Chicago.
Ooh, boy, don't ever tell this girl she's from New York City.
Okay.
That's Saudi.
Let me get a straw.
She knew it was somewhere busy.
Yeah,
let me get a
exactly.
A straw.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got the city vibe. So people from New York and Chicago, you know, you guys are naturally a little bit more aggressive. So I know that if I'm going to be friends with somebody from up there, I'm going to not be so offended because I already know they're naturally aggressive. So I'm not going to be like, oh my God, why you say that? Da, da, da. So you got to be aggressive.
Paris.
Hey, yo, what's... No, that's New York.
Paris is getting into the friend zone with me. She's almost there. And I can tell you why she's almost there. Let me tell you why she's almost there. I love
Chicago, by the way. I've been all through Chicago.
I am your friend.
No, listen to me.
We are friends. I'm on that 5 fingers.
Oh, you are? Let me tell you why.
Right here on the little side, right there.
Paris tried to run me over with her car. That's when you know it's real friendship.
What did you do? Why did she have to try to run you over?
We're going to leave it there.
I
love you, though. I love you, though. Oh, my God.
That's all real toxic. I want to know that.
But look, we're friends, though.
Yeah, we're friends.
It was like we never left after that.
So hence, like I said, people from Chicago aggressive as hell.
When I first met her, though, it was just like off jump. It's the energy, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I tell a lot of people, like, sometimes, yes, you can just vibe out with a person off jump.
Yes.
Yeah, give it, but don't just jump into giving your all because they're you meet the representative. You meet the representative at first. You always meet the representative first.
Guilty.
You know what I mean? When you start getting almost hit by cars and
Unless
shit, then you meet the real person.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was my last relation. I said that I was like, I want to see the ugly. Let me push a couple of buttons until I see this nigga pop, so I can see like the ugly. Cause
then you hear that car going,
right?
And I'm like, oh, just
quit playing.
Yeah, say chill.
No, but I agree with that, and I'm going to do better with that. To wait until I see someone's dark side, because we all have light and dark.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, even me.
I was about to get into that. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's take this break because now we about to get into the dark side. And I gotta see this because I know Kentra got one. I know you got one for sure.
Because you a Gemini.
What that mean?
We gonna get back.
Exactly
we gonna get into that. We
Gemini.
gonna get my sister's a Gemini. Forget my dad's a Gemini. Forget about it. Yo, we'll be right back, man. We gonna go ahead and pay some bills, yo.
Yes.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Young Cause, the man that the letter hate but to shake his hand anyway. Cocktails and Intellect podcast is back, season 2, and we are at Gemini Hookah Lounge. Come check us out. It's a vibe Sunday through Tuesday already. You know what I mean? Come get your drinks and your hookahs. On Wednesday, we got latest edition, live band popping it off. On Thursday, we got Thirsty Thursdays. I mean, Jesus Christ. Friday, we got Talk to Me Nice with my man Jay Johnson and D-Rock. And of course, we got Sophisticated Saturdays. My man DJ Aaron Anthem's always holding it down in the building. Come check us out, Gemini Hookah Lounge. Cocktails and Intellect podcast will always be in the building as well. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You already know what time it is, man. Season 2 is here, baby.
I thought she is from St. Louis.
No, she's from
I thought so too. Kentucky.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you said St. Louis.
Because I was like, yeah, right there.
I'm like, you sound like Nelly.
We back. Like
right there, over there.
Vibing out right now. Vibing out right now. They got the music playing in the background at Gemini right now.
Get to stopping at my Air Force One.
I'm definitely sure that's not the song that's playing. That's not the song that's playing right now. But anyways, so dark sides. Like when you say you everyone has a dark side. What's your dark side?
Yeah, inhale.
I'm gonna leave it general like that because I'm sure there's some specifics behind it.
Okay. What I will say, and how do you talk about it?
Tell the truth.
I know.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
The truth with the F.
What I will say is, I don't like to be tried.
Okay.
Like, I don't like to
That's
be
anybody though, right?
disrespected. And even if it's a little
Some
bit of
people may
disrespect,
take it harder
like
than
if it's somebody I care about, I might even try to talk like, okay, wait, why you did that? Like, are we trying to understand, like, why did you do that?
Fuck
And
is
why did you
strong.
say that? So I can get the understanding behind it. But if it's just out and somebody is just blatantly disrespectful, I'm from the South, and I like to throw these hands. And so
There you go.
that's
No, you
that dark
didn't.
side.
There you go.
Like, so that is.
I would have never thunk it.
Oh shit! I
Who'da thunk it?
I saw it when I first met her. When I first met her, I was like, all right, she look like she'll slap fire out somebody. You know what I mean? And she's so sweet. And
And
she's
then
so
you
sweet.
right, and then you talk to her
But-
like, oh, she's nice.
But the way she was speaking, I was like, this motherfucker don't play around.
Because you have to though. Like, it's like I am way more sweet, way more loving, way more caring, way
Yes.
more giving than I'm not.
But see, that's the
when
reason
people
why you are
exactly. So when people like first, I'm always kind of like, why you did that to me? Like, why are you talking like that
Exactly.
to me? Or why you handling? And then I had to learn like, don't take things personal. People are just assholes, whether you're there or not. So I try not to take things personal. But if it's direct and coming straight to me, it's been times where I'm like, I ain't even gonna go there with you, and the person would keep like taunting me because they feel like they can just run over me or bully me. I ain't never in my whole life like no bully. Like most of the people I fought in my life have been bullies. I don't like that shit. So that's when you get the other side of me, and that's when I feel like, okay, now you got to get this other side, which I hate going into that space. But if I don't, people just gonna be out here trying to do anything to me, you know. So that I feel like that is my dark side, and I will cuss you out or put these hands on you real fast. So it's just keep it nice, keep it cute, keep it respectful, and we can build it. Like let's focus on money. Let's focus on building. Like black people are already fucked up
Right.
in this society, in this world. They already stomping us the hell out.
Yeah.
So why even carry that energy for somebody that looks like you? Why carry that energy for somebody who's struggling probably with the same shit you're
The
struggling
same
with,
shit.
trying to get to the same place you're trying to get to?
Right.
Why even carry that energy?
Yeah.
Cut that shit out. Like,
You heard
know
her.
what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all heard
this shit is so petty.
Look, I ain't got to say. She
It's
said
even
it.
in music, like people like Nicki Minaj and shit like that. I hope she see this. I don't know how, but I pray to God.
We're going to make sure.
I can't stand the energy that bitch carries.
Oh, no. I don't know. We
I
gonna
do
see
feel
it.
like that she be like bullying sometimes. She be like always trying to have some kind of something going on. It's like
With
but you
women.
Nicki Minaj, like,
With
and that's-
women.
you don't
with
gotta
women.
do that.
I take it totally opposite. I think it's her confidence. I think
I
her
do.
confidence is just overly strong.
I think she's a hater bitch. Like,
Damn, I don't.
since y'all want to, like,
I
we're
think
going to get
she's
like,
mother.
no.
I think she's mother.
My thing is, if you're a mother, you don't ever have to hate on another person
Yeah.
and what they got
Absolutely.
going on. Because you're so mad that you think people are trying to be like you, but you were trying to be like Lil' Kim. But you don't want to talk about that. Like, let's talk about the original.
Yeah.
But you don't want to give
And,
credit.
and I feel like what's wrong with people trying to be like you, like your inspiration, like that just lets you know
It's
that
part
they
of the
like
game.
Right, everybody admires somebody.
It's part of the game. And had you not been on your hater shit, people probably could have came and gave you the proper respect and gave you that props. But because you want to cut females down and be on this weird shit and start weird beefs and all that type of stuff, like you are blatantly
Shade Room. Shout out to Shade Room.
a hater female. And then on top of that,
Oh.
like
We-
you do cornball
Keep
shit.
going.
Like you do cornball. You gonna
Let's go.
What was the female podcast girl? I don't even want to say her name because she's not relevant enough. Like,
Yeah, don't say
I
her
don't
name
know.
on this
the
podcast.
one
But the one that has
Don't- don't say her name on this podcast.
no, the one that has a lawsuit with Cardi B.
Oh, the I know you're talking about. I know you're talking
Yeah.
about.
But my thing is, you so gun ho mad over Cardi B that you try to bring her enemies or people she got beef with on a show just to talk about other people and their business.
I don't like that.
Girl, focus on your child, focus on your husband, focus on your business, focus on your music. So that is the energy when I say I don't like that
I
type of energy,
understand,
because while you over here hating on the person that looks like y'all both from Island, like y'all got island blood and everything. When women carry that, I instantly don't like it. And I believe it stems even from women, like, you know how you're raised and you see women who are even nasty towards their daughters? or if their daughters go through things, whether it's like,
Yes,
their
ma'am.
daughters are being molested or raped or
And they
bullied,
don't, like, take care of
and
them
they
or,
don't
like,
take,
handle it,
and
yeah.
I feel like the type of energy she carries, she always turns on another woman before she speaks up against the wrongs that men are doing, or before she speaks up on what's really important.
Right.
It's all about focusing all her energy on another woman. And women like that, insecure, number one, that's why I said I don't bang with insecure females. I don't respect it. I don't like it. So I hope that in 2023, us as black women, us as black men, us as black family units, us as black people in general, start realizing that we're already at a detriment. And if we can start shifting that energy to say, look, let's put away the petty ass beef.
It's gonna be tough.
Let's put away the petty ass,
This is something
not
that-
seeing eye to eye, and let's try to work together.
This is something that's been embedded in us for generations now. It's going to be tough to break that. It can happen.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's going to be very tough. Now, with that being said, your dark side, you kind of said you didn't have one, but
I feel like that I am, like you just said, and like I feel like I'm always trying to be a good person. Not try, I always am a good person. I always speak my truth. I always like show love and do everything I can, go above and beyond. I let you run over me a few times, maybe even more than not even run over me, but like try me multiple times. So when I do get to that point, I'm gonna fucking cuss you out and I'm gonna hurt your feelings, and then we are probably not gonna be friends again. So I try not to even go there. I do with niggas because you already know you had it coming. You know what I'm saying? But I try not to do that with my friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because my mouth can get like
reckless.
really nasty, even like
Yo,
my thoughts of stuff I want to say to
you. What's
like,
your sign again?
A Scorpio. But I'm
You're my mom.
I'm
Yeah.
a Libra,
Absolutely.
like a Libra Scorpio. So like I try not to even go there because
Right.
and then like what you said is very important, like loving people for who they are and accepting people for who they are. So that has really helped me as well. So I really try not to have a dark side. My only dark side is like stuff on Pornhub.
It's a ballot. Speaking,
You said what?
No, wait.
Say that again.
Stuff on Pornhub, right? No, but because we're gonna get into that. I need to know your dark side, though, Paris. Real quick, we'll watch because I watch
Dark
this.
side.
Yeah.
Taking my kindness for weakness.
Wait, no, but all right. So when someone takes your kindness for weakness, like what is your
It
dark
brings
side?
out of the rage in me.
Okay, so deeper than
Because-
trying to run people over with cars.
Like taking my, you took me there. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm talking about in general.
I know.
I'm talking about in general. I don't even know why that car came up.
I don't know.
I didn't even think you remembered. I was hoping you didn't. You take my kindness
Nobody
for
can forget
weakness. I am a very giving person.
Right, you are. You definitely are.
I have a huge heart, and it's a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm,
And it's almost making me feel like having a big heart doesn't get you anywhere. And it's really sucking.
You
But I
turn
know,
cold.
and I know that you wanna keep that good feeling, that good vibe, so because it's contagious, and then everybody loves you and they look at you differently because you have a big heart and you are very kind and you keep the energy going. But then it's like, soon as you take my kindness for weakness, or now I feel like you said, bullying you or running over you.
Right.
That rages me
Mm-hmm.
because I do everything out of the kindness of my heart, like legitly.
Facts.
I don't look for nothing in return, but I feel like
I learned the hard way.
I
Trust
feel
me.
like if I'm being this given to you, and then if I need something, I feel like, hey, I should be able to lean on you just a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little. That's all anybody ever wants, just a little bit.
little
Because you're gonna
reciprocation.
still take care of yourself, but at the
Right.
same time, you thinking about everybody first.
Right.
And every time, even though you're thinking about everybody first, not everybody can handle everything on their own.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know?
And I love that you said you do everything from your heart. And I think that, like, even on my Facebook, I have, like, let everything that you do be done in love. It's like something
Yeah,
in the
of
Bible
course.
But I think that there are people, it's like different splits. I don't necessarily believe in a lot of evil. I think people do evil things. But what I will say is that there are some people that live from their heart,
Yeah.
and there are some people that live from their mind.
Yeah.
If you're living from your heart, you're doing everything from a loving, God-like space. People who are always thinking and trying to manipulate and trying to calculate, and they're always playing chess, when you're not even over here playing the game, you're just loving.
Okay.
But they over here trying to figure out how they're going to finesse and do
Part
all
of the
this
game
other
is
You
this.
think from your
Right.
mind they're called selfish people.
Exactly.
And
Is
they
that
always
right? Okay.
lose in the end.
They always lose
Always.
again. So I'm realizing that. So is that, and then another kind of division I've seen on Earth is like people who operate in love versus ego, because that's also ego.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Any person that's operating in ego and versus a person that's operating in love, you're going to always have conflict. a person who is insecure versus a person that's secure, you're always going to have conflict. So when you start breaking down the dynamics like that and figuring out the energies that you're dealing with, you already know, okay, is this person only going to be good for this space, or is this person I can build with? Because if they're operating in love and I'm operating in love and matching love, we just gonna do great things.
Yeah.
But if I don't see that, then I know, okay, I'm only gonna have to, I gotta
love you from a
handle
difference
accordingly.
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
because you gonna be thinking shit and moving and maneuvering in ways that I just can't, I can't rock with.
Yeah.
Now look, we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about my dark side, right? We're gonna
No, we're absolutely gonna talk about your dark
Uh-uh.
side.
You didn't talk about that car. We finna talk about that dark side.
Right, you done put my dog Paris on
Okay,
blast.
thank
We
you.
finna talk about it.
Damn, I wasn't expecting that. I know it ain't something somebody forget, but shut your ass up.
But so the dark side. I was because you had said something that kind of make me want to segue into this. Do you have a dark side in the bedroom?
No, we're gonna talk about your dark side.
Oh, he tried it, girl.
We're gonna talk about your dark
Girl,
side.
he just tried you after you just told him not to. There you go.
What is your dark side cause?
I mean, it's pretty much kind of chiming off of what Paris was just saying.
Thank
like,
you.
people taking my kindness for weakness, and you know, me actually showing all this love. Like people just shitting on my name after everything I've done behind my back and want to smile on my face. That's why you hear me when I say I'm the man that they love to hate, but they shake his hand anyway. It's a fact. I didn't just say that to say that. Right. And it's been throughout all my life. My mother told me one day, she said, you know what? I don't know if it's a gift or a curse, but you have the ability to show so much people love, and people, for some odd reason, you're always in some shit with somebody.
Yeah.
And then people will try to use that like, yo, man, you had beef with that person.
This person, that
I ain't had
You
beef
like
with them.
when?
They had beef with me.
What day that was?
For what reason, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my dark side is, yes, I'm a 0 to 100 real quick. Like, I'm the literal definition of that.
Really?
0 to 100 real quick.
Okay.
Because while I'm at 0, you don't realize all the shit that's being thrown
That
at
you're
me.
taking
I'm
on a daily
holding that
basis.
motherfucker down.
Yeah.
So when I do snap, believe you me, it's because
You done
You done
passed
took
go.
dark
and it might not even be you that did it, but just please don't try me on that day.
Don't do that. So what I will ask you,
Yeah.
the same way I gotta work on not letting everybody in so deep, I'm gonna ask you to only allow people be responsible for their own energy. Meaning that if she threw a dart, I threw a dart, don't take the fire out on her.
No. But let me break this down when I say this. So it'll be.
I get that, what you just said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah. But it's not like that. It's like you may have thrown that dart. You may have thrown that dart. Paris has been throwing darts. You're not around. You're not around. You two are not around that day, right? But Paris is around that day. Even though you're the last dart that got thrown, Paris been throwing darts. And today I see her, she throws another dart. She's getting all of that smoke.
Right.
Again.
You know what I mean?
She said go to them about that dart they threw too.
Right.
But hold on. But you've been throwing me
talking
darts.
about
You've been throwing
8
me
darts.
You
But you got 10 darts
been
on you.
throwing-
Go talk to them about the other 2.
Because she only threw one dart, but you might have threw a fireball back at her. She
threw,
like, damn.
no, she threw multiple darts before.
Yeah.
She, you know what I'm
Because
saying?
you're just getting out with what she
It's
did.
all built
Not
up.
that you did. Just try to hit him with the car again. I don't know.
You know what? 'Cause I'm a full tank today.
Oh my God.
I got time.
But this is why I choose peace,
Yes.
not war.
Yes.
Because
it's hard,
Facts.
especially
My
now.
fire is different.
My
Like,
fire is what we can conclude
It's
that our
different.
fire. She got a lethal mouth when it comes to it.
And that's the
I got
thing.
lethal hands.
My
when it
fucking-
comes
my
to
verbal-
it.
I got the smoke.
My-
I got
my
the
You got
verbal-
the smokes, like.
And it's
when I
nothing.
get
But I
a
don't fight no
verbal
more.
with a
'cause
nigga,
I don't want.
And it's
people
say
be-
less.
I'm too old to be fighting.
They be
I'll
shooting
pay
me
my
off.
little
How's
cousins
you
and my
quick,
cousins
though?
from the hood to
Quick
come
what?
fight.
You
I'm
quick.
not finna be fighting no more.
Fast.
I will have to pull up on you quick. I'm not finna be
I
fighting.
don't even
I'm
think
too
calls
old and I got
even
too much
last
money.
5
to lose.
minutes.
You said I'm quick?
I mean, you'll get your 1, 2, 3. You probably get a 4th.
We talking about these?
Yeah, these hands.
Oh, nah, I'm not throwing
Remember when
no
you thought
hands,
I
I'm
was
too
gonna
old.
attack you in the parking lot one day and you ain't know?
Yeah, when you tried to choke me up.
No.
I'm just playing.
Well, I have a question. Do the people that you saying that you had issues with, because I'm similar, like I've had issues with a couple of different. Do you find that it's people that you've tried to help the most?
Yes, ma'am.
It's always.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think that's
Very
it's
much.
always the people
The
that have
people-
the most to say are the people that you try to help the
Yeah,
most,
yeah.
or the people that never actually gave an opportunity to learn you. They have preconceived notions.
Exactly.
I feel like they don't matter because now I'm not feeling like you took my kindness for weakness person I don't know. You
Right.
just don't know what
Who I
strong,
really am.
extraordinary person I am because
Exactly.
they don't know me. But the people
Right.
that that I have literally handed my energy to and thought of you first. Because anybody else I don't know, I'm not gonna think of them first.
Right.
So it's always the people closest to you.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that I most of the times, like, I try not to even let it get there. So we're gonna talk about the issue. Like, this is on my mind, and I don't like that happened. So let's discuss it.
Right.
That's really kind of how I operate.
Yeah.
So I don't even get there. Honestly.
baby.
Oh, it's okay.
I tried that recently, and girl, it went left. I asked.
Yeah.
I said a simple, hey.
By the way,
why did you do that way? Because
And that
I'm very perplexed.
and that person snapped.
First it was like,
That's when you know that they're
Crazy.
guilty of the bullshit that they're
Yeah.
doing to you.
I
Manipulative
or
ass
it's been on their
motherfuckers.
mind too, 'cause they know they was
Narcissistic.
fucking wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't even that they
Narcissistic.
snapped. It was kind of like, girl, da-da-da-da-da. So I'm like, just because that was your response, you're showing me what it really is.
Yeah.
That means you really didn't bang with me. And then it came, oh yeah, I wasn't really banging with you, and I heard this and I heard that. So you, the whole time,
you would have never known
I'm
if you didn't
thinking,
say nothing.
right, and you had preconceived notions. You feeling some type of, I had
That's
no
high
damn
school
idea.
shit.
Should've-
Why-
yeah, you
we
should've-
are
that's why
at
I'm
the
like, I
age.
can't.
We're
I
at
just
the age.
can't.
We are at the
It's not
age.
worth it. It's petty
That's
as
all high
hell.
school shit. We're at the age where that
Very
shouldn't be
much
going on.
high
Yeah,
school.
I agree.
And that's why I said 2022, 2023, I'm going to put out good vibrations. I'm going to ask that we all consider our own actions and ask ourselves, how can I do better?
Yeah.
How can I be better? Who am I? What do I want for myself? What do I love? Focus on who you are and defining that, and then I think that will bring the energies around. I will not lie. Some of those energies got around me because at one point, being in a relationship that wasn't really that positive, it did break it down a little bit to the point where I wasn't doing the things I needed to do for
Right,
me.
right.
So that allows you to be susceptible to different energies and be off a little bit. But now, no. I'm telling y'all, please, whatever you do, always make sure that you have at least 20 minutes to an hour a day where you reflect on you and making sure that you're taking care of you mentally,
big.
physically, spiritually.
big.
Amen.
You hone into who you are.
Self-love.
So that when you do go out and you meet these weird ass people with these weird ass energies, you don't have to be affected by it, and you don't have to be shifted off of your square. You can stand on your square and be comfortable, and you can handle it without
Because
being
it no
shaken.
longer matters. That's right.
Exactly.
But now,
As I
let
say,
me
all
let me
good
say
love,
let me say
pretty
this
much.
real quick though. I'm acting like I'm gonna forget about this. So you got a dark side in the bedroom?
Wow.
I'm asking both of y'all.
Just
Y'all
go
got-
ahead and let it know.
I
I want to
can't
know
right
about
now.
You-
I
Rock.
think I do.
Let me. What'd you do?
I mean, you ever been in the bedroom that's like a dark side came out of you, like you know what I mean?
You ain't
Like,
going nowhere.
Oh my God.
Look at Kentra smile.
Oh,
Look at,
sorry.
Look at her smile.
I do. I have
Look,
a
no, I think
like,
she was reflecting right there. She went.
She was
somewhere.
like, you know what, the other
You know
day-
when that person started glazing, she
She
like,
was like,
damn,
you know
that
what? The
one
other day I
time.
did go crazy.
Yeah.
She was like,
when I have
did.
that person
I did
that
check
like,
that nigga out the other day.
yeah, it may not be my boyfriend, but if it's somebody that I'm like having that good time with, then I will that is my time where I'm like going into ecstasy, honestly.
Shit.
Ooh, I like that.
Really how I feel.
That was strong.
Yeah, and so I like close my eyes and I go wherever I want.
Oh shit! And whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
you
it's
be-
always amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Paris?
No, no, thank you.
What's it saying? Well, wait, what's it saying? What's it saying? Well, she
What's
gotta
that
say.
saying?
I can't
Ooh.
stand. I don't like these niggas. I
She
can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Nah, that's what it is.
I
I
said,
don't-
fuck them. I don't like them.
Fuck 'em, I don't like
Okay, so your
Agreed.
turn.
Me,
Raw,
keep
raw.
coming back on around this corner.
Because you keep skipping over the shit.
I don't really think I have.
Those
Yes,
be the ones.
Because we all do.
I don't know. I would just
You don't
say
know
I
your
don't
dark
know.
side?
I don't think maybe.
Do we need to phone a friend?
No, shit.
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah,
Because I'm getting hot too.
Call him.
Right.
Call
This
him.
pressure is different. What I will say is I haven't done a lot of things because I oddly feel like I still want to save some things for my husband.
Awesome.
And
That
so
is awesome.
there are some things that I just won't black out and do all this.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
they don't
'Cause I'm
deserve
like,
all
what?
that.
Right, you don't deserve that.
Well, I feel like, what are y'all trying to say with the I just won't black out? Are you trying to say I black out?
No, I'm not saying that you like. I don't know what you do.
Okay, I'm just.
I don't know. I don't know.
You
That's
said
why
you
should
go
make
into
sure we're out
ecstasy,
on
my
that.
nigga.
Ken Trey said, how y'all
Because
know?
on the other end, it might be it's females blacking out and they getting wiped. So maybe I'm not wiped because I'm not
You know
blacking
what I'm
out.
saying? That's what I'm
Hold on,
saying.
wait. Where is it? Where is it?
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hi. I don't know.
I'm hot.
But do I have?
Oh, you getting
moments-
hot? shit.
hot in
She
here.
said ecstasy, start sweating.
Right.
I was like,
That's it.
I got a phone a friend. Can we take a break?
Yeah, but hold on, real quick, because we about to wrap it up though. But I did want to touch on one thing.
Yes.
What's going on in the music industry? I know we kind of touched on that. Like, isn't this shit? Like, to me, growing up in hip hop, in the music industry, you had your deaths and your killings in the streets, but it wasn't like our artists. It wasn't our artists
On a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I, honestly speaking, I think back in the day, these rap artists were more thugged out than these new niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, in your opinion, what the fuck is going on here?
I think it's wrong place, wrong time. Especially like with Takeoff, even the other guy,
that
like
hurt me.
everybody.
Rest in
That
peace,
hurt
Takeoff.
That was sad.
Rest in
take
peace,
off the
Takeoff.
rocket. Take off the
P&B
rocket.
Rock.
And it's like
P&B
damn,
Rock.
So,
Oh,
like
Eric
the person
Carter.
that sold
Oh my
Chill.
God, yeah, that just happened
girl,
yesterday.
Yeah.
that
In the bathtub.
I fell out.
I think he was on drugs.
I fell out. He was.
I understand it, but
I fell out, girl. That's Aaron Carter.
And I feel like they get in the tub to get high, to get.
so is that because I don't do drugs? But can we have a like? I
Because
need
we
to know
talking,
like
That's
me and
what
my friend was
Whitney
talking
did.
about
That's
Whitney's
what
daughter,
Whitney did.
and her daughter,
Wasn't one of the white girls that was famous? She died the same way. I just find like damn.
Oh
it's
yeah,
very-
Anna Nicole.
Right? Didn't she
Oh,
die?
you talking about Amy Winehouse?
No,
No, Amy Winehouse died on the couch. I was
Okay.
there.
You was there.
I
girl?
feel like I was. That was
Oh,
my
shit.
favorite. She was my favorite singer. I felt like I was there. Girl, I
Damn.
cried.
You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Oh Lord.
I am.
So do you feel
I'm a
like? Do you
nerd.
feel? Well, with that being said,
It's
on some conspiracy theory shit.
I don't think all things are conspiracy. I do think.
What about
that
what about
sometimes-
Nipsey Hussle's death?
Oh, they killed him.
All right. What about P&B Rock?
I don't know him. I don't.
You-
Okay, what
Oh.
about Takeoff then?
I think maybe just
That's
wrong
just wrong place,
time.
wrong time.
So what conspiracy are you talking about?
I not okay.
Just
Michael
say it.
Jackson?
Come on, you.
Oh my God.
You
I
threw
like
shots at Nicki Minaj. Don't get scared
Oh,
now.
cause for no. But what I will say is that I think that we don't live in just a one-dimensional realm. Earth in America, especially America, is not a one-dimensional plane. And I think that they dumb us down and they make us believe that things are just so simple. It's just, oh, they were just there, and this is just what happened. And they try to make it like water everything down and make it seem like everything is very simple. But when you really start doing research and you start looking into things, you realize that things can be multi-layered and multi-level. And
deep.
I do believe that there's no coincidence that some record labels carry,
I
very
agree.
expensive insurance policies on their artists. I don't feel like that's a coincidence.
Right.
I do know that whether you believe in it or not, I do know that there is an occult society and that people do operate in darkness. We talk about having a dark side. There's people who operate in darkness.
Blood sacrifices and all
they
that.
do have
Ooh,
blood
yeah.
sacrifices,
Yeah.
and they do these
True.
rituals and for power
And
and
it be
money
the
and for
closest
greed. Let's not pretend like we didn't just witness during COVID, ironically, when COVID spiked up, that all these people in Hollywood was getting called out for having sex trafficking rings and raping kids and killing kids, and there were kids talking about eating babies in rituals. So it's like, let's not really pretend like we don't want, us as good, normal people,
Don't
we
even
don't
wanna
like
believe it
to
or even think about
because
it.
most of us, that's why I said, I believe that most of the people walking, or especially black people, I believe we're naturally good.
Yeah,
so
we are.
when we hear shit like that, we be like, oh no, that's crazy. Like, so we don't even want to really look into it or like
I totally
research it or
agree.
look
I
into
totally
it.
agree.
But we have to understand that while we want all the things to be lollipops and rainbows and it's just simple, oh, they were just there. Sometimes there's some other shit going on behind the scenes. So if you're trying to be an artist and you want to be in Hollywood or you want to be famous and all that, really know what you're signing up for. Don't be willing to.
You know who was
Very-
talking about that? Maya.
Yeah,
R&B
don't
singer
give your
Maya was
soul
talking
away
about that.
to be
Yeah.
famous. Like,
On her Instagram, she
I do
kind of
feel
like
like-
went out.
who, Maya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, if you listen to Kanye, because I love
People be shitting on Kanye, and I feel him.
Kanye
Kanye
what
and
I
Kyrie.
tell-
Look what happened to Kyrie right now.
Exactly. Look at
It's fucking
Kyrie.
retarded.
And let me tell you some other weird shit. I posted a video about Kyrie. I posted a video about Kanye, talking real shit, talking about the reason why things are happening a certain way and why they believe it. And normally my views, within 24 hours, I have at least 100, 150, sometimes 200. I had 18. How the hell only 15 on one and 18?
Yeah.
They weren't interested
They
in
don't want you to know a lot
Yeah.
of these a lot of this information and stuff like that. So what I will, again, people aren't as crazy as the media may portray them.
Mm-hmm.
Always look at the source. If the media begins to start attacking a person, you might want to start researching that person to find out what they're really saying. Because it's a reason why the media is trying to shut them up or make them seem like they're crazy. And if you really go back and listen to Kanye does things in a weird way because he has to do things in a weird way. Because if he's too direct, this is what happens. They start shutting him down. They take his kids away. They make him seem like he's crazy. So then he got to play these games and jump over and try to say it this way. And then he got to say something weird against black people. So then black people will try to hopefully go back and listen to the episode. But you don't listen to the whole episode. You just take what the media told you instead of listening to everything that he said. Even when he said black people, like slavery was a choice. From a person that understands a person that talks weird, because I talk weird sometimes. Mm-hmm. Slavery was a choice in the aspect that at any given moment, had we band together and we fought multiple times, there were slave revolts, don't get it wrong. Mm-hmm. But if we continue that energy and revolted and just stood, then at that point when you lay down and you accept something, you're choosing that. You're choosing
it, yeah.
You're choosing that.
I get you.
So yes, we laid down. Just like now, how many of us are walking slaves in real life?
With that being said, hold on. We're going to be right back. We're right back. We got to reset real quick, but keep that same energy. Yeah, y'all. Had to take a quick break and reset. You know what I mean? Woo-wee. Look, listen. All right, so you were going in. You remember where you left off at because you was going in. No, it's okay. It's okay. Look, listen. I got to solidify this right now.
How do you even get any work done? Like, because your conversation's so interesting. I'll be like, oh my God.
With that being said, what you think, Kentra? We gonna have her back on?
Yes, and we need to talk about everything. Maybe we need to do like
maybe I could
two more episodes.
Maybe how about this? Look, whatever. How many of our episodes? I don't give a fuck. What if I just sit y'all two down, y'all three down, y'all just go in?
Yeah, because we was like,
got it.
Well,
I know y'all can hold it down, right? Y'all can hold it down.
Yeah.
So what you trying to do? Walk off on your own show? What's going on?
What you mean? Like walk off on my own show? Like Kentra got this. You know what I mean? Like she can hold this shit down. There ain't nothing. But yeah, we definitely gonna have you back, though.
Whenever y'all want me back, you
know I got
you.
It was so nice, for real. It was.
Yeah, man.
And I just love meeting like black women that are fucking amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, isn't this a beautiful sight to see? I was looking at, like, I got to check my lights and everything before I start rolling the cameras. I'm just going to look at all of this fucking melanin here. It's beautiful. I love it to death. Beautiful, beautiful women.
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, you were talking about your on another episode, you were talking about your son and his melanin and how to keep people. I just want to piggyback off of that, and we can wrap it up. On another episode, you guys will see that it's discussed about being a successful felon and some ways that we can prevent our young boys and even some of our young women from going down that path. What I will say is that if you have children, I'm a product of a felon. My father was in and out of prison for many years. And for me, it was hard because that was my hero. I didn't even know my mother. I just met my mother when I was 30. So for me,
I can now see why you are the way you are.
So me being like, my dad is my hero, and then having my hero ripped from me several times, it was hard. But even on the other end of that, I when I was an adult, I'm like, dang, my dad got snatched. My brother got snatched. At the time, my dude got snatched. Everybody was in the system. And I'm like, well, God, what am I supposed to do? And so it made me want to hustle harder because even when they got out, I saw how hard it was. My uncle, had issues in trying to figure out how do you break away from street life when you used to making, like you said, if you out here hustling, you making 3 stacks a day, what are you doing? So when you out here, you making money like that, and then you're trying to go legit, and you're trying to do things to not put yourself back into the same position again, it is extremely hard because they make it that much harder. Like, you can't barely get a job. You can't barely get a decent apartment. You can't, vote in many states. So I do believe that we can do several things. When it gets down to voting. Now, mind you, I do believe that the powers that be are going to do what they want to do. At the end of the day, they already have it configured how they want it. However, we can still give energy, and we can still try to select local representatives that we need that are going to support giving these felons a second chance. We need to put it on we need to make a bill. We need to make it an act. Like, when they do their time, that's it.
Yeah.
When they did their time, why are you punishing them for life?
Right, because I thought that was the whole purpose of jail. Like,
Right.
to do your
Why
time.
are you putting them in jail and then still
it should be
making
like a
them
restart
suffer?
card.
Exactly. Like they did their
Start
time.
over.
They gave you that free labor, which is the reason why y'all wanted them there anyways.
Right.
Really,
Slave
the
labor.
The 14th Amendment never really freed slaves. They just said, oh, unless you break the law. So then that's their legal way of having slavery. Let's just be honest about it. Yeah. So we need to start pushing for bills and rights and you know, I'm not into the whole legal thing or whatever, but trying to figure out how we can change that. But then two, let's create opportunities. The reason why I was motivated to become an entrepreneur is because, yeah, I can go get a job, but then my dude couldn't get one. My brother couldn't get one. My daddy couldn't really get one. So what help? You know what I'm saying? What can I do? So I started getting motivated to be an entrepreneur so that if ever it was a situation, I could say, oh, you can come and help me with this. Or you can come and run my food truck for me, which I have a food truck. Run the food truck for me. Or let me help you. Everything. Like, so it's just like, let me try to create different businesses. So even if they do get out and they want to do something, I can put them in a position where they can make money. Yes. And I believe that that's really what that successful felon brand is all about, is giving people opportunities that when they get out, they don't have to struggle trying to go and work for the same people that's finding any reason to put them back in the system. Let them come out and have something safe to be able to operate. Even me, I do business consulting. You know, I help you find business funding, whatever it is. If you have an idea, I will work with you. Then we can try to figure out together how to get you back on the right path, because what we don't need is no more black men, black women locked up for some bullshit ass laws that most of these white people don't follow them damn standards.
Yo, real quick here. Wow. Woo!
Yeah, for real.
Yo, you single? The people want to know.
No, they don't.
No, yes, people, they do. Yes, the fuck they do. The people want to know.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help
like,
you.
You know what I mean? Like, look, you single? Oh, no, she looked at her watch.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means.
Check your phone, maybe.
The reason why I say that is because of the fact that, I don't know, them DMs might start going off. We're a very intelligent, beautiful black woman right here.
I'm not married and I'm not in a relationship.
Okay, she said it, y'all. Go ahead. Holler at her. Anyways.
Oh, wait.
You single, Kentra?
I don't know.
Did you see her face?
That's what I'm saying. It's so hard.
It's complicated.
It's like, it's not that I'm in a relationship or anything like that, but the caliber of dude, I just don't have time for a lot of bullshit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nobody.
So it's not. I don't even want to advertise sometimes that you know, because.
We had already talked about.
But how do you find? But how do you find that one if you don't kind of like?
He gonna find me.
That's right. You me.
I'm not out here looking for nothing.
No, that's how it should be. Don't go out there looking for it. Let it just fall into your lap.
I am good.
Yeah.
My life is peaceful.
Yeah.
You know, so if you can't match where I'm at or do better, or you know what I'm saying, like keep where you at, mind your own business. If you got situations, go over there with it. Like nobody over here. I don't know what your situation. We don't have time for it.
I was about to ask you too, Paris. You single?
It's hell.
But hold up, what was you saying?
Fuck them, I don't like them.
Lord have mercy.
I'm in the market for an investor or a sponsor.
She said a sugar daddy.
A sponsor.
Yo, and this is how real it is on Cocktails and Intellect podcast.
I need to be taken to the next level. Like I don't.
Right.
I already.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
I've wasted enough time.
Well,
I've wasted entirely way too much.
Y'all heard it.
It's high vibrations over here.
Oh, I see that.
High vibrational energy. So why would we go out there and then take all this low vibrational bullshit and deal with bullshit? No. Like, so if you're not operating up here, don't even go. It's a lot of low vibrational females out there. Go play with them.
Yeah, right. Go find them. But those are the ones that they do though. That's the ones that they gravitate to.
Right, but then they still try to
get a high one.
And then we're difficult when we don't fall for when we don't go along with the fuck shit. No, just go over there and play.
I don't like them.
I just want to make money and have good sex and you know, I mean, I don't see what the problem is.
It's more than that though.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I mean, like, make money. If you get with somebody and y'all vibe is perfect, like nothing's ever perfect, but if your vibe is that, and then y'all both focus on getting the bag, y'all both focus on just, you know, remember, we literally, people don't realize this, our time here on this planet is limited, and every day I keep finding out how much more limited. Come on now, again, we go back to the takeoff thing. Enjoy life, do what you want. Be happy where you want, with who you want, when you want. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just mentioning the first two things that make a relationship very good is making sure that you're financially stable and just having great sex. Sex is great. If the sex is great, you guys are making money. I don't see what the fuck else could go wrong.
Right.
It's just me personally.
Well, look at Krishan. They got a lot of things going wrong over there. And I love that little girl.
Who's about the one with Blueface?
I love Krishan.
Yo, listen, let me tell y'all something right now.
You would
So
think that my daddy had that
this
baby.
is how
I
this is how we gonna
love
end
her.
this is how we gonna end the podcast because we not finna talk about that shit on this. That's too much bullshit. She should have been
It's
left.
a lie.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
It ain't even about leaving. It's just about.
She's a baby.
And it ain't even about leaving. It's just
Right,
about
absolutely.
telling us everything.
She said it's always
Like we
about
don't gotta know everything that's going on. Like why you going live to tell us about that when you gonna take them back? Like certain stuff we don't need to know.
But again,
But she
look
young,
at
too.
our,
That's what
right,
all
I
the
was
young
gonna say,
people
look at our age versus her age. She's a baby, and then this is her first time being out like that. You know, so we have to consider all of that. I really wish that she did have a us in her camp. Like I really did wish, that we could somebody could bring her under their wing like that and be like, I'm saying, with that's a business mind to help her, handle this business the right way and all that. But she don't have that. She's figuring it out on her own. And I, as a person who also had to figure it out on her own, I relate to her.
Sympathize with her.
I sympathize
Yes,
and empathize with her, absolutely. So I rock with her. I really would love to see her do amazing things because I had a hard life. She had the same thing that she was talking about with her people, her family, and drugs and all. Girl, understand that shit is different. It builds you differently. So for her to even get to where she at, I'm proud of her, and I support her. I hope that she continues to do
Okay, so when we doing this again?
We'll figure that out.
All right.
We'll talk off camera and set it up. You know what I mean? Do a nice little episode. Bring Rob back on. You already know what time it is. But look, listen, man. Love y'all to death. Thank you so much for stopping by and coming and sit down with us. We're definitely going to see you a lot more.
Had a great time.
Kentra, again, let the people know where they can find
Yes,
you.
on Instagram it's Kentra_is my realtor on Instagram.
Yeah. Paris Ice Boy. You already know what time it is.
IG, Paris Ice Bar, all one word.
Yeah.
And she makes
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I
man.
gotta
For
say
real,
it like
for
that every
real.
time. Delicious.
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 Oh, wait, where you from originally?
Georgia. Originally.
Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell the people where they can find you at.
Raw Gemini, RA_GEMINEYE on Instagram. Follow me. I may follow you back.
Y'all.
And she's single, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to say y'all get in her DMs real quick.
Don't bring
Only the
bullshit.
high vibrational.
Yes.
I'm your boy, Young
High
Cuz, the
five.
man at the letter hate, but the shakers in anyway. You already know what time it is. Cocktails and Intellect podcast. We out.